Hello everyone, thank you for watching this channel. Today I will be interviewing Nikolaus. Hi Nikolaus,
Hello.
how are you?
Hello. I'm fine. How are you, Tomomi-san?
I'm fine. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining the call today. I'm joining this call from Tokyo and it's 5 p.m. How about you?
I'm in Munich, Germany, and it's 9 or a bit after 9 o'clock. I just took my kids to kindergarten.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining this such a early morning. Okay, so today I'm gonna ask several questions to you, and at the end, you have a bonus time, so you can promote anything you would like to. So first
Okay.
thing, let's do. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Nikolaus Machur. I'm half German, half Syrian. I live in Munich. I was in Japan for the first time 30 years ago to learn the language and also to work. I have been working with Japanese for the last 32 years or 35 years maybe. And I just was in Japan 2 weeks ago, and we in our company train Japanese companies and non-Japanese companies all over the world how to work together, how to manage, how to strategize, and all kinds of different topics in that field.
Okay, thank you very much. That's very interesting activity. Business your company is doing. So, what is your focus right now?
I would say my personal focus now in my capacity as somebody who is in charge to some degree of the strategic orientation of our company, which is called JCO, Japan Consulting Office, as you can see, is to help Japanese companies and people that work for Japanese companies outside of Japan to globally integrate. This is a big topic right now. You know, Japan needs to change and wants to change and has changed already to a big extent, but we want to really take it to the next step. And I think this is the main focus we're working on right now. And this is why I went to Japan.
Wow, that's very interesting. So your business is mainly relevant to Japan, but what does Japan means to you?
That is a very good question. I would say Japan is a big part of my life because I did start learning Japanese when I was 16, I think, or 15 or 16 at school, just out of coincidence. You know, so a Japanese lady came into our school in 1985, which is a long time ago. And she said, "Who wants to learn Japanese?" And I said, "Okay, yeah, I want to learn Japanese." And it was just out of luck, basically. So I got, into the whole topic. And then, I've spent so much time living in Japan, working with Japanese. So I think to some degree, maybe 20 to 30% of my thinking is Japanese, when it comes to politeness and when it comes to quality and when it comes to planning and trying to be, provide a good service. This is very important for me personally. But also it's about, there's a certain feeling if you're in Japan, a certain mood. And this is what Japan means to me.
Okay, thank you very much. That's very interesting. So this lady suddenly came to your school.
Yes.
Okay, but around the time, the studying Japan is not so common, isn't it?
No. We had two Germanys, two Germanys, West Germany, Eastern Germany. We had an iron curtain through Europe. We had, Eastern Europe. So it was a totally different time. There was no globalization, and it was a different era.
Right.
So some things from that time have changed a lot in Japan. Some things had not changed at all. But that's quite interesting. I think this is where we have a lot of work to do to tell people, especially non-Japanese, for example, managers, executives that are not Japanese, but now should work in Japan at a high level to explain, okay, this you can change, but this you cannot change because this is fundamentally a Japanese mindset.
I see. Okay, thank you very much. Since this channel is about reskilling, and I think you have done a lot of reskilling in your life, but what does reskilling mean to you?
That's a very good question. You just mentioned that I actually did a lot of reskilling in my life because I did many different things. I also ran a school, language school for Japanese expatriates in Munich 20 years ago to 10 years ago. And then I got into the consulting and training field for companies. So many, many times I had to reskill. And even now in my job as the vice president of this company, I need to constantly learn more, especially in the digital field, how certain things are done, how things are working when it comes to e-learning or when it comes to LinkedIn. If you talk about reskilling, even the skill to use LinkedIn in a way that makes sense for me is a new skill, which I really started to think about and to learn after the pandemic started. Because before that, I did post a little bit on LinkedIn, but then I really understood, okay, this is such a big arena and such a great forum to really connect with people and to give them something valuable and to discuss. And this is something I had to learn, also how to promote things or how to, talk about things. So this would be one thing. I think the main topic or the main advice I would try to give my kids, but also everybody else who wants to reskill is that, for me at least, it has paid to really look at your strengths and your interests. And very often you can see, aha, this specific thing I might have already done, for example, as a hobby or or that has already interested me, or I have already been doing in my job in a different field. Maybe this skill, and if I'm saying skill, I could mean a soft skill, is actually partly applicable to this new thing I want to do. You know what I mean? So even if you are changing from, let's say, from sales to IT, I'm sure there are some things where you can see, okay, some of this is familiar to me. Maybe not the structure or the process, but I have an affinity for this kind of thing. So I would say, especially if you try to look out for new things late in life or even early in life, whether you want to, because you want to change, if you're in a certain age, I'm 53, you might want to change the direction of what you're doing, or maybe you're young and you have to change it, or you're not satisfied in what you do. Really try to think about the affinity you might have with the new thing you're looking for, or new thing you want to try. And I think the more you have a good match between the new things you want to learn and the new processes, the more successful you will be and the more happy you will be, because for me, internal, it's sometimes called ikigai or yarigai, something where you have an intrinsic motivation to do something and say, oh, this is really interesting. I want to learn more. I want to try it out. And it's almost playful. And then you can do a lot. And this for me personally is reskilling. And I'm almost doing it, I wouldn't say every day, but I'm trying to really every year have a little bit of new things that, to broaden my horizon.
I see. Well, thank you very much. I think it was very, how can I say, insightful for people, because many people don't know where to start. So I think you gave some hint to those people. Okay. Thank you very much.
One last thing. Sorry, one last thing I would like to say. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of a field where you might say, no, this is too complicated, or this is too important, or too erai, as they say because usually everything you do is just, how can I say, it's just something that people have at some point started doing, and then they have refined it, and then different people have had new ideas, but it's not, how can I say, it's always been created by people. And if you are a human, you can always contribute, so don't be afraid. Of course, you have to learn a lot and to really be open and be humble, but don't be afraid, Of course, if you're talking about heart surgery, maybe it's a bit more complicated. But if it's, for most things, I think you can, it's almost never too late to start. I started playing the piano at 45,
Wow.
And now it's 8 years later, and I can find my way around. So it's never too late to do anything.
Well, thank you very much. That was really good. Oh, okay, thank you. I'm a little bit speechless. So thank you very much. You answered all the questions. So now you have a bonus time.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and you can promote anything you like, and I can set the timer 3 minutes, so you can talk you can promote anything you want. Can I start?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to make it rather short, I think. First thing I would like to promote is something that we as a company offer for free. So if you go to our website, and maybe Tomomi-san can post a link, japanconsultingoffice.com, there is a blog, a blog where there are many articles on Japanese culture in English, French, and German, but also on non-Japanese culture in Japanese. And there is so much stuff, and it's all for free, because over many years we have written different articles, sometimes videos. So there's a lot of things you can look at for free right now, to get started. And then if you want to learn more, you can contact us. We have e-learning and courses and in-house sessions, whatever. Just get in touch. Other than that, what do I want to promote? Yeah, do art. Be creative. Whether you write or you start listening to music, writing music, painting, whatever. Just do something, because, and this is something I had to learn, you do need to have a balance of the scales of, personal responsibilities, work, in terms of what you have to do, family life, whatever it is. But also you need to put in some time for yourself where you can be playful and do, something without fear of doing it wrong. You know what I mean? So this is basically what I want to promote. Be excellent, but also be playful. That's basically my message.
Wow. You still have 1 minute more. So
Yeah, I'm done. I want to keep it
done?
tight.
Okay, you want to stop now?
Yeah, I'm fine. That's my message.
So then I
take the minute we have left to think about what I said, then I'm happy. Not you, but everybody who's listening.
Oh, that's so nice. Okay, maybe we can think about what you said in this remaining time. Wow.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, it's just, don't, the world is a very uncertain and frightening place, but also it's a beautiful place. And especially if you look around and you see, okay, actually, I'm still very lucky and I'm still very blessed, then you can actually try to say, okay, so if I'm actually feeling so good, let's share some of the love I have, or some of the experience, some of the skill, or some of the money I have to help other people, So it's a give and take, and I think that's basically what it's all about.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, we are almost done with this 3 minutes, so
perfect.
Okay, let's wait a bit. Then okay. Okay, thank you very much. I learned a lot actually. It was quite short time, but what you said was really great. So okay,
yeah,
thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. And everybody, get in touch. Discuss under the video. Let's start a conversation. Okay, bye bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you very much.